Alexa, do you want to take it off with the last topic for today?
Yes, because since I'm with you, why not touching about like the Public Health Agency of Canada lost more than 20 million worth of pharmaceutical products from the national stockpile this year because of what it called a temperature deviation.
A deviation, yeah. So they didn't they didn't keep their fridges at the right temperature or something like this. So this figure was reported in the 2025 public accounts. This comes from CTV News. But of course, Health Canada refuses to say what was lost. And then they cite national security implications. You know, I have a report, maybe it went out while you were on the live stream, but I have a report. I just got an access to information request back about the Federal Service Pride Week that happened this past year. And I filed for access to information about all the costs associated with this, like, just crucial week-long Pride Federal Service Week that happens separate from actual, like, Pride, all the Pride parades and things like this. This is specific to the federal government. All the various bureaucracies and government agencies have their own Federal Services Pride Week. If you haven't heard about it, go look, because I've done a few reports. It is as crazy as you think that it is. But anyway, one of the access to information requests that came back, they redacted all of their costs of this breakfast, and I hope the report went out. Otherwise, I'll just tease it a little bit. Citing national security, essentially, like they hid it as though it were deemed a trade secret, and it was like the cost per pancake for this breakfast. It is craziness. So the fact that Health Canada is refusing to say what was lost and they're citing national security implications, that is not far-fetched, because that's what the lengths that this, like, open and transparent government will go to make sure that you don't actually know what they're doing behind closed doors. But also what this makes me think and wonder is if it had to do with the COVID vaccines, because we know that some of them had to be kept at such a specific and low refrigeration temperature that I would wager a bet that wasn't being upheld with some of the storage capacity stuff, and a bunch of them had to be thrown out as a result. I mean, that's just my own personal speculation, but I would say it may very well be those, because they have such finicky and specific temperature requirements for storage.
And the fact that there would be no accountability, nobody will face like any consequences for who actually like didn't preserve correctly like the pharmaceutical products. It's not just $1, it's $20 million from taxpayer that is being thrown into the garbage.
Yeah. Oh, and there's never accountability. That's become the cornerstone of the Liberals, which again is why I'm like, how could anyone in good faith cross the floor over to the Liberals? Look at the sweeping and broad mismanagement. You can see it in these daily crumbs of stories, 20 million here, couple million there, redacting our pancake mix based on trade secrets there. Like, it is just absolutely ridiculous and absurd, the things that they're doing and getting away with. And I tied it back to, in the report that I just did, in 2016, Bev Oda, a Conservative MP, resigned over a national scandal involving a $16 glass of orange juice.
Yeah, I remember that.
And these people, one of the receipts was a $200 charge for a large drink. And no one's going to resign over that. Absolutely not. Why would they?
There is always a double standard.